And finally today, this might seem like another odd pick, but it was at the top of Hacker News for most of the weekend. So dig this. Business Insider has a story up about a rash of people recently who have suddenly been locked out of their Google accounts. All of their Google accounts, all Google services, and increasingly they don't know why. Quote, Claroth is one of a number of people who have seen their accounts suspended in the last few days and weeks. In response to a tweet explaining his fear at being locked out of his Google account after 15 years of use, others have posted about the impact of being barred from the company that runs most of the services we use in our day-to-day lives. I've been using a Google account for personal and work purposes for years now. It had loads of various types of data in there, said Stephen Rowley, a software developer from Birkenhead, UK. One day, I went in to use it and found I couldn't log in, end quote. Rowley checked his backup email account and found a message there informing him his main account had been terminated for violating the terms of service. It suggested I had been given a warning and I searched and searched, but I couldn't find anything, added Rowley. I then followed the link to recover my account, but was given a message stating that my account was irrecoverable, end quote. Rowley lost data including emails, photos, documents, and diagrams that he had developed for his work. My account and all its data is gone, he said. One Google worker posted in exasperation on October 12th that his husband's account had been locked and he wouldn't be able to regain access. Others professed to have been barred from using Microsoft services, while losing access to Facebook accounts can be equally damaging. This is just how life is when you're dealing with trillion-dollar faceless corporations, said Errol Balkin, who has long campaigned against the control of our data and lives by big tech firms. It's just one reason why it's so important that we fund and develop human-scale small tech as an alternative to the stranglehold of big tech in our lives, end quote. Yeah, that's what I want to focus on. This is not just, a bash Google story. We're familiar with stories from people all the time who go all in on one platform or another only to get screwed further down the road because they're so reliant on that one platform. Maybe you're a business that gets kneecapped when Google does an algorithm change and suddenly no one can find your website. Or maybe you're a YouTuber who has suddenly been demonetized or your advertising rates suddenly reduced. I almost did a story last week about a dude who spent hundreds of thousands of dollars to go all in on Amazon fulfillment, only to lose it all when Amazon determined his goods were counterfeit and then literally destroyed the entire inventory without giving him any recourse. With stories like that, which we've been hearing for years and years, we often just tisk and say, that's what you get if you put all your eggs in one basket, if you rely too much on one platform for your business, etc. But here's the thing. As the piece notes, all of modern life is software platformed now. How can you escape it? Even if you pick one or all of them, how can any of us get out or get in if we're locked out? I'd have a hard time if I were locked out of my Google services, getting into my bank account, getting into the app that unlocks my car. The piece does go into lost memories, lost actual materials, lost actual money. But here's the other thing that the piece didn't go into. The potential Kafkaesque nightmare of proving to any of these big faceless platforms that there's been a mistake. I've occasionally sort of fantasized about doing a satirical rewrite of Franz Kafka's The Trial, where, one day in the near future, someone wakes up and can't get into their house, their car, can't make a call, send an email, can't do anything because they've mysteriously been deplatformed from all of the digital everythings. Because here's the thing. There's basically no functional recourse with these platforms. There's often no even nominal appeals process. People make fun of the platforms not investing in the human resources necessary to moderate content properly, but they at least take a stab at that. Conversely, they invest not at all in, customer service for the billions of humans that actually use their services. And why is that? Because we humans, of course, are not their customers. The modern tech platforms as we understand them exist because, serendipitously for them, advertising can scale, but as we've said before, humanity apparently can't. Human needs and human interaction apparently don't. You, mere human, are never supposed to have any sort of serious problem with any of these major platforms. They don't expect you ever will because their bottom lines require that you never do. That they never acknowledge any problems are even possible. Something, Amazon doesn't publish a 1-800 number to call and ask for help as to why your package never got delivered. You think the DMV is bad? You throw your hands up and bemoan bureaucracy in all its forms as being dehumanizing? Then just hope, dear listener, you never run afoul of a tech platform, because the phrase, "you can't fight City Hall," has a whole new meaning when there is no City Hall to even show up and plead your case to.